Alright, I have a crazy story on music, AI, and fraud. Last week, I submit my music to SubmitHub, which is one of these platforms where an independent musician like me can submit their music to playlisters for consideration. Now, how the money works? I, as the musician, need to pay the playlisters to consider my music. If they reject it, they have to have listened to it and they have to give a review or reason as to why, right? Just to prevent from fraud. But there's always a guy. So this one playlister called Samet Zekmal from Turkey gives me the most over-the-top positive review about my music, like this insane cinematic description followed by a rejection. I'm like, that's odd. So I shared it as a story last week and tagged SubmitHub just for a laugh. Lost a couple of dollars, didn't really care too much about it. SubmitHub replied saying, this looks odd, we're gonna look into it. Turns out that this guy, in order to save time and do playlist consideration at scale, he's been feeding the music into an AI as a prompt and getting the response in text from whatever the AI says, copy-pasting that into the SubmitHub review box so that he doesn't need to actually sit and listen to every track and keep the playlist consideration money regardless. Actually, if you think about it, it's pretty genius and I have to give it to him. But luckily, SubmitHub were really thorough, looked into it and banned his account. So that's a little win for independent musicians today. But more interestingly, if you now read the review that Samet sent me, which I'll share in my next story, it's actually AI reviewing my music, which is fucking nuts. So go ahead and have a look.